my name is Jack Leeson. I'm going to be demonstrating the installation of a modulating package in an ABZ 15 through 250 using an MKT 193 mounting kit. I would like to explain the installation of a DHC 100 with an MKT 193 in an ABZ 15 through 250. Here's the DHC 100 Generation 2. There are some remaining wires, and there's plenty of wires in the kit. You only need 3 of them to finish this installation. There's also some hardware still in the bag. What I'd like you to do at this point is you would remove the hardware screws. You need 2 number 632 3/8 long screws and a couple of lock washers. You take the lock washer, slip it on the screw, put it in the DHC 100. There's 2 mounting holes in the DHC 100. Line those up first. This will make it a lot easier than chasing the screws around in the bottom of the actuator. Okay, now I've got the 2 screws set in there. They're in position. Now, there's a mounting hole here and one over here. Line it up carefully, okay, using a Phillips screwdriver. Get the first screw started, then get the second screw started. Tighten this second screw, go back, tighten the first screw. Okay, now the DHC 100 is now mounted. We're going to start on the wiring, referring to the appropriate documentation that you would have for this installation. You now need to take a white, blue, and a red wire from the mounting kit and wire to the ABZ terminal strip internal to the actuator. So I'm going to spin this around so you can see this, what I'm doing. And according to the documentation, take the white wire, install it in terminal number 3. What I suggest is get a short slotted screwdriver, short enough that you could put it in the palm of your hand, and you can put your finger behind the bracket, squeeze, and then push the wire down in the hole. Now you got the white wire on 3. Get the blue wire according to the drawing, needs to go to 10. Okay, tug on it to make sure it's in there. And the red wire needs to go to 11. Now that the 3 wires are appropriately connected, run the wires down. There's a hole in the side of the bracket. I'm going to turn this so you can see this. There's a little hole in the side of the MKT 193 bracket. Take the wires, group them together. Put them through this mounting, this hole. And this hole is to keep the wires from getting pinched by the cover. Bring those wires around. We're going to dress these wires in a minute. But right now we're going to connect them up, then go back and dress them. I'm going to turn the actuator around so you're going to see where I'm going to connect the wires on this end. Okay. According to the drawing, it says that the blue is supposed to go to terminal number 1. So I pull this up, and that's the J1 terminal block, terminal 1. Put the wire in, tighten it down. Now it says that the white wire is supposed to go to terminal number 2. So I put that in that. If it doesn't go in, back the screw off, then put it in, and tighten this down. Then the red wire goes to the remaining connection there, number 3. And you can now tighten that down. Now this is a point where we can dress the wires down out of the way like this of an option module you may need to install. And then we'll dress this around here and pack it down the bottom. so it stays out of the way of the cover. Now, the kit also has some tie wraps. You can take these tie wraps that come with it, and you can appropriately tie wrap the wire. I'm not going to do this right now. We're going to appropriately tie this together so that the wires don't separate from each other. Okay, now we have to actually wire the POT102 to the J1 terminal block. So according to the drawing, we have to put the black wire on 4. So we put the black wire in 4. We're going to take the white wire, according to the drawing, we put it in 5. That's the wiper of the POT102. Then we're going to take the red wire and put it in terminal 6. Now, we're going to take any extra wire that we have and appropriately pack it down, and this is a point at which right here we could put a tie wrap here, maybe put a tie wrap over here, put one over here on the back side. And at this point, notice we've used every terminal on the J1 terminal block. Blue on 1, white on 2, red on 3, black on 4, white on 5, and red on 6. This is all the wiring to do with the actuator. The J2 terminal block is everything to do with the field wiring.